Okay, everybody, this is Robert Coletti. Apparently, streaming has become a difficulty for me. I guess it's the sunshine. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they don't want to let me live stream here at YouTube, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and do a video so that you can hear what I got to say. Joe Biden is definitely not a good candidate, and here's why. He's a corporatist. He's just like Donald Trump, and we don't need Donald Trump or Joe Biden. Many of the people who are on the conservative side are now coming over to support Joe Biden in fear of Bernie Sanders. So what I'm going to put out there, because after all, I'm more an independent than either a conservative or a liberal. But Bernie Sanders is definitely touching on some really important issues of my lifetime. And Trump's abuse of us and the fact that he's spent $111 million on the golf course of our money at his resorts only, I mean, that's impeachable. We have a very corrupt government right now. No one's doing anything about it. No one's talking about it. No one's impeaching them because they're getting paid off. It's a disgrace. But we can make a difference if we vote for Bernie Sanders. Because Bernie Sanders is the type of person that they don't want in there. He's a socialist. And the reason they don't want him in there is because fossil fuel gets screwed. Ted Cruz gets screwed. All these Russian paid-for people like Joe Biden will get screwed. So I want you to seriously consider voting for Bernie Sanders. Because at least he's not funded by the corporations. Not like Biden or any of them on the Democrat side. Or Donald Trump, the corporatist. I mean, these people are so heavily funded to give tax breaks to the wealthy. We now have, for Joe Biden, we now have the Tea Party of Tennessee coming to him and donating to his campaign, and of course asking for goodies in return. Never really liked the Tea Party all that much. I used to listen to some of their ideas, but end of the day, it's about top down. They still believe in the minimum wage being $7.15 or something. So, screw you. No, I don't get paid minimum wage, and minimum wage here in New York City is at $15 an hour, and I want to see the rest of the people around the states that work their butts off at all different positions get the same amount. And we should be allowed free education, free health care. You don't like it? Out. Okay? I am sick of these spoiled, whiny millionaires that want tax breaks on our backs. 11 years ago, this government bailed out Ford. And it not bailed out Ford, it bailed out Chrysler. For the second time in its history. And it tried to bail out GM, and it gave it the money, and still GM, for the most part, is went under. Okay? So what does this tell you? It's okay for them to dip into the tax base, but it's not okay for us to do it. I'm not fascist. And you're not going to be ruling over me for the rest, and any children I might have, or their grandchildren. That's just not going to happen. You can forget about that. It's going to come down to, this is America. I'm voting you out. I'm voting for Bernie Sanders. I'm voting anti-corporate. That's the way I voted when I voted for Trump. The wall was an issue because I'm getting sick and tired of us not enforcing our laws. But they've used that as a racist tool. I don't think that Mexicans are my enemy. I'm just saying that it's not fair that people come across to get paid less. And the conservatives are waiting right there with their greedy little hand to pay them $3 an hour and tell me, oh, you can't have a job. No. This is not about illegals per se, and that they send money back and they live 20 and out. They're not living the American life, okay? Because they're not American. And they're not just Mexican. They're Ecuadorian, Honduran, and El Salvadorian. And the point is, many of them are communist. But I would all day take a socialist like Bernie Sanders over anybody who's running for president right now. So if you don't like what I said, hey, you don't have to like what I said. And I don't have to agree with you. Have a good day.